Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This video is going to be a little bit different from usual. We're not going to be talking about charts or any setups today. We're going to be talking about what it really takes to make it in this game, and a lot of people don't really talk about this, right? So, and I'll tell you pretty much my whole story, what it took me to be pretty much to become profitable, I guess. Even though firms are kind of holding me back right now, not paying me on time and everything, but regardless, the skill is still there. Is proven time and time, different conditions, and at the end of the day, I'll show you how to actually make it in this market and not be a bot. But in my whole trading career, I'd say I made over $400,000. And but thing is, here's the part that nobody shows, right? I lost him more than once. So let me take you all the way back. I didn't start, like, main thing is I didn't start as a trader, right? I started by selling stuff online, like game modifications for games like Call of Duty. I used to make like mod menus for it, and I used to get paid in crypto. And to be honest, I held my crypto and I only took out what I needed. And some of that crypto, it was worth around like $30,000, and from $30,000, it was around, I think, 2018. Yeah, 2018, that's when crypto fully exploded. I was in high school, and from 30K I'm like turning into $200,000. Imagine like having that much money in high school. I didn't take it out because I thought it would go much higher, right? Because of that greed mindset that I had since that age. I mean, I was very greedy for sure, but thing is, it brought me where I am, and I learned a lot through it. But at the end of the day, main thing is sorry, I actually got a flu a little bit, but main thing is, I didn't then I'll crash down. Like, I crashed down all the way. Like I said, I lost it many times. Crashed all the way down. I was left around like I put in 30K, so I was left around like $50,000, $60,000. It wasn't much, I mean, it was a lot at that time. It was a lot, so I was like, okay, it was a lot, but I used some of that, started learning how to trade, went through pumps and dumps groups. I got into actually, like, I mean, I guess I wouldn't call that as trading, because I was just technically following people, and they were like, hey, buy this coin. Like, they were just coins on Binance with very low liquidity, and they'd be like, hey, buy this coin, and I'd be like, okay, put my money in 8 grand in, and then 2 minutes later that 8 grand is like 2 grand, 1 grand. And I honestly made my money one time or two times, but majority of the times I lost it, right? So but then one of my friends recommended me this group called Chart Champions. I'm not affiliated with them, but I always recommend them because that's where I learned myself from, and it genuinely made me a better trader. At the end of the day, main thing is they will not teach you how to, like, what you call it, just fish once. They'll give you the what you call tools to do it, so you can build your own system around those tools. You can use those tools to back test, see what works, what doesn't, and then you can build your own trading system edge and get your own edge into the market by using their teachings. So that's one of the main thing. If anyone's a beginner trader, is to definitely I think the main thing is, a lot of people that don't get better at trading is because they have shitty mentors, and a lot of, in my opinion, 95 to 80 98% stuff in the market is complete bullshit. Like, it took me a long time to understand what's real and what doesn't, is by back testing these things. And do not trust anything. Like, do not trust, okay, this guy's saying ICT works, SMT works, or whatever strategy is working. Maybe working for them, but you may be a different type of trader, right? You know what I mean? So you have to find your system, back test everything. Don't trust everything. All right. Even after all the losses, I still built it back up, and then I lost it back again. So that was one of the one of the main things. But by this time, I was still in Chart Champions when I lost it. I was still, because it took me a long time, because even being in the group, if you're not following the system properly, like you're not journaling everything, you're not going to learn. And that's what I was doing for a year or two in that group, just like following their signals. Hey guys, Bitcoin looks good, and we're buying here, and then they won't be like, hey, I'm setting a stop loss here. Just like, we're buying here, and I was just blindly following the crowds. Even though majority of the times it was profitable, it wasn't consistent. Like, it was just up and down, up and down, up and down, stuff like that, right? So when I made most of the stuff backed, I went. FTX was a big crypto exchange that they came out, and they're like, "Hey guys, we're promoting." Messi was promoting it, Ronaldo was promoting it, a lot of big politicians were too, and they're like, "Hey, we're doing no fee trading." So I put a lot of my money in there, majority of my money, and I lost it all. Like, they stopped withdrawals, and I couldn't withdraw anything, and it just collapsed. Like, it just $9 billion was scammed out of everyone. And then also Binance was also holding my withdrawals too, and that was just, kind of, bullshit as well. And I can't really do anything about it because they're not regulated in any of these countries. And pretty much this was right after I got married. So this is what I mean. You may think you're going through something. Some people just go through it way harder, and it may not look like, like you're getting married. Imagine this: you're getting married, you're chilling, you're married. Now someone else is in your life that you have to take care of, and you right away you're scammed out of everything. And not just that, like, you scammed out of everything. And just like, pretty much I was left with nothing, right? There's no, like, all my money was online. Like, I was only taking out what was needed, right? So then the main thing is, I got a job, right? I've worked before when I was I guess a teenager, a little bit after high school when I was done. and and but that was then, right? But I was still kind of trading. So when that took off, I kind of stopped working there, right? But then after the whole scam, after trading, making money online for years, I just start again. So I got a job, and whatever money I'm putting it, but getting, I mean, from the paycheck, I'm just putting it back into markets, trying to make it back the 100 again on high leverage. And that, you can't force it back. It never works like that. You might get some runners, but that's not how trading is supposed to be, like. So pretty much, main thing is, main thing is, rushing never works. All right. And then one of my friends, he told me about prop firms, and here we are now, slowly building it back up. But the whole thing is, this whole thing cost me a lot. I lost a lot of friends in this, and that was due to being, some of my friends, I guess, are still here, but there are some that that were just technically, they gave me money to trade, and once everything fell off, they're like, hey, you scammed me, man, blah blah, crying over a couple $1,000s. And that's what surprised me. I'm like, hey man, like, I'm just got married, I'm dealing with everything, I don't even have money. Like, I had to pretty much sell my car, sell everything I owned pretty much, just to, like, pay off my debts and that I had. Because a lot of my marriage debt was, okay, I'm gonna pay it off, that's fine. And then you got scammed. Like, what I'm trying to say? Like, if your friend does not take that situation into consideration, I mean, is he really a friend? So it took me a lot, it took me mentally a lot. That's why I was just, everything I was working paycheck, I was trying to put it back to make it all back to pay them. Even now, that was my main goal, is to pay off the debt before I do anything else for myself, right? And that is pretty much still my goal, and it's pretty much, and thank God for everything, it is pretty much done now. And inshallah, maybe if everything goes well, this will be done maybe in a month or 2 or 3, because it's possible. The main thing is, firms right now, this is what I mean, prop firms, I hate prop firms. They hold you back a lot. If this was my money, like, this is what I mean, size is very important. So whenever you get payouts from prop firms, save on your side, grow your personal account. That's the main goal. For me, it's a whole different situation, right? It's hard for me to save that much for my personal account, so it is fairly small. But you can still trade your personal account and grow it slowly. You don't need to, especially on prop firms, the main thing is, they make it look like you have a 100K account, but technically it's only $10,000, right? That's all you can lose. Then you're technically leveraging times 10 to get to 100,000, but mentally you're thinking you have 100,000, so you're like, okay, I can leverage to times 300, but now you're technically leveraging 10K times 30 to get to 300. So you know what I'm saying? You're very high leverage, so you have to be very careful and think about it like that, and have your risk very controlled. And but main thing is, man, um God shows you, what you need to see. So at the end of the day, this whole situation honestly taught me that, stay true to yourself, trust in God's plan, because at the end of the day, God knows better than you. And alhamdulillah for everything. And that's the main thing I always say, alhamdulillah for everything. But one thing is, the closing remarks, is protect your risk above everything, man. Protect your capital, don't be rushing it. You get one bad trade, okay, but did you follow your system? Write it down. What did you do? If you did not follow your system, why are you doing this, right? Like, you can't be doing this pretty much stuff. Like, one thing I'll show you guys over here in my journal, how I have it in my journal, how I journal and stuff. At the end, I'll show you guys what I put in my personal journal, and maybe you guys should start doing that too from now on, and maybe it'll keep you guys a little bit disciplined. And same thing, money you lose, you make back, time you don't. So be humble, be grateful for every dollar, and hope you guys enjoy this. I'm gonna go through here actually. One second. We are going to open up my journal here, and I'll show you guys. Where is my trade journal? Okay. So personal. So over here, right? One thing is we're gonna look at this personal right here. Whenever I'm entering a trade, I enter all the information above. You know, we're gonna write, were you calm, focused, FOMO, greedy, revenge, bored, anxious, tilted? Was it on plan? Was it off plan? How was the execution? What did you see? You know, enter trigger, how you manage it, how did you take profit, all that stuff. This will, in my opinion, will keeps me disciplined at least. And one of the main things why I started my group is to keep me disciplined, because I'm sharing my setups with a lot of VIP users that are paying for it, and then I know they're paying for it, and I'm like, okay, I cannot give them retarded setups, right? So I have to actually wait for a proper setup before I give it to them, and those same setups I'm taking them myself as well, right? So at the end of the day, you know, stay what you call it, stay humble and trust the process. Journal everything, don't trust anything, and I promise you it will work out for you. But make sure you're always true to yourself. Are you following your system? If you're not, then why are you even here? Like, if you can't like, main thing I think is, look at your life. Are you disciplined in your life? Do you have bad habits? Are you like maybe smoking something, anything like that? Maybe you're not going to gym. Maybe first start like the smaller progress. Right? Start building those habits into your life. I'm gonna go to the gym every day, or I'm gonna, you know, pray every day, or whatever you need to do. Get some discipline in your life, and then you'll start seeing discipline in the charts. That's, I think, one of my main advice I could give you guys. So hope you guys enjoy this, and stay humble and be grateful for everything. Stay, you know, always thank God for everything, and don't be greedy. All right, man. See you guys on the next one, and you guys can comment, and I'll try my best to answer every single question. Thank you.